Hey guys, and welcome back to Churn Farm. It's day 21 of late winter, and we are here going to cultivate. We have completed the plowing of all the new fields that we purchased. We completed putting manure on all the fields that we purchased, and now we're going to take this rather arguably large plow and or a large cultivator and cultivate up these fields that we just purchased and get them ready for planting. As you can see by the forecast that we have warming temperatures. We have temperatures in the 40s for the last few days of winter. So in theory our ground temps should start to climb. I don't know if we're going to get to a planting temperature of 41 degrees as far as our ground temperature goes before the before too far into the spring season, but we'll be ready to go at any rate. So we're just going to, since we don't have frozen ground, and there's no real chance of getting frozen ground at this point, we're just going to go ahead and work on field work and see how far we get today. Something else that we're going to need to do at some point is to plan out our planting schedule. We've got a lot of fields now, so we have a bit of room to figure out what on earth we want to put in these fields and what we need to put in fields and what kind of crop size we need in order to maintain our pigs, for example. So we're going to have to analyze that and study that and figure out what are we going to put in for shelled corn, what are we going to put in for chaff corn. I don't think we're going to need any more chaff for the fermentation silos. We still have a whole lot of chaff in there, but I do want to get the plan for the BGA this year. What kind of corn we're going to need for the pigs. You know, if we're going to put some corn in the ground to sell, and we're also going to need to put some corn in the ground to feed our pigs. Are we going to kind of soybeans are we going to put in? All of that fun jazz. We're going to need to have to look and see what we think we're going to put in these particular fields, and to some degree see how the temperatures work for us. You remember way back last spring, we had a dog of a time getting our ground temperature up to the 50 degrees required for planting soybeans and corn. So much that we basically went down to the wire on getting that done. We were in a condition where we basically just had to put the seed in the ground and hope the temperatures got to where they needed to be. Thankfully they did get to that temperature, and we were able to put corn in, and we were able to put soybeans in the ground. So that was a very, very good thing. Else we would have basically lost those crops. We might play with the I don't know if we're going to play with the pellets or not. We're definitely going to swap out our bale forks for the new Platinum DLC, not Platinum DLC, but the Straw Harvest DLC bale grapples. I really like those, so we're going to start using those instead of the Kotech ones that we use now. Lower. You are lowered. I hope you guys are happy that we're back here on Churn. At this point, you obviously have seen the plowed episode and the basically rejuvenation of the series. Like I said, I don't know how frequently these videos are going to come out. I'm kind of just working these in and everything. And as you saw, that there is a fair bit of work off camera being done. I think we finished the last episode on day 18 of winter, and basically we worked day 19, or the rest of day 18, all of day 19, all of 20, and a portion of today off camera, just to get to the point where we're now cultivating. So it's going to take a while to get back into spring. I do plan on probably the next episode we see to be dealing with spring. If we will be in a condition to be planting in spring, I do not know, but that is the plan. The plan is to basically have everything ready between now and the next episode so that we can actually be putting seed in the ground if we should so wish to. There are a lot of cool maps coming out very soon, I believe. The coolest map, in my opinion, at this point, is Churn Farm. That is the map that, if you recall, way back in probably August, maybe October, I talked about when we were doing some planting, I think, about a map that Mapper's Paradise was doing that was a cancer charity map, and I basically talked about it coming at some point, and that I had put my name in the ring to have early access to that map. Well, I've been doing streams, as you probably know, pretty regularly on that map, and I really do like that map, and I am hoping that map comes out very, very soon. In fact, it may be out by the time this video airs, because again, I've scheduled this video a little bit in advance, simply because I do want the chance or the opportunity to do a fair bit of groundwork between videos. We're not weeks between Churn Farm videos. Hung up at the gate. This is a little bit, probably a little bit too big, in theory, for this particular implementation or usage. But at any rate, I encourage you, if you all have not downloaded that map and checked it out, please go do that. Please go over to the Farm Sim mod hub and download Churn Farm by Mapper's Paradise, or it might come up as by Bernie, or well, I really don't know what name he goes by over at the Farm Sim mod site. But at any rate, I want you to go check it out and download it, and give it a rating. I'm going to give it the maximum rating you can give it, because that's what I think the map deserves. But I'm not going to ask you all to give it the maximum rating. I'm going to ask you all to give it the fairest rating that you feel the map actually deserves. If you think it deserves 5 stars, then good on you. That's what I'm going to do. But if you think it deserves 4 stars, then that's fine and dandy. If you think it's less than 4 stars, I have to think that maybe you need to check your sanity. At any rate, please just rate the map whatever you think is a fair rating, because the way Giants does things is Giants pays modders a certain amount per download of mods that are in the mod hub, and the higher the rating, the more that payout is. Okay, but why that's important for this particular map is that this map is a cancer charity map. All proceeds that come from the download of the map will go to a specific cancer research charity in the UK, and the information on that charity can be found pretty much online. And in fact, I'm going to break right now and put it up on screen just so that you all know. what's going on. So here is the charity that is a part of the cancer research, or this is the this is the charity that all proceeds that go toward the cancer research download of the cancer research skeleton map. Can't talk right now. Will go to. So I'm going to pause for a second, let y'all look at that. All right, so I am all about this project. I really do think this is an awesome project. Really am glad to be a part of it because I honestly feel that the cause is a very noble and good cause because I can't think of anybody that I know that hasn't been affected by some way by cancer, either by having it themselves or having a family member that has been diagnosed and has fought that. So I think that this is a great cause that everybody can get behind, and I encourage you to go check out the map, download it. Even if you're not going to play it, please download it, because every download goes towards that cancer research charity. I just wanted to close the loop on that. We talked a little bit about it kind of earlier in the series, so I wanted to bring it up again just to re-bring awareness to everybody. So we are working kind of backwards from the way that I plowed these fields. Just to show you some different fields. It is raining, so it's not really the best show off, but at any rate, I wanted to show you some of these other fields that you didn't see earlier. I could have very easily went around and started cultivating the fields that you've already seen, but I wanted to show you these other fields. This one is right by our house. Our house is right up there to the right. This field is right behind our house and beside it. We're going to get to the field that's right there, just on the other side of that hedge, and do that one. That's field 13. We already cultivated field 10. So we get to field 13, we'll probably just do a quick little music montage just to break things up a little bit. Pause here and let's just check and make sure that we are getting our fertilization bonus. It looks like we are. Okay, so this was unfertilized, and we put one layer of fertilizer on it with the manure that we spread. You can see the manure texture there. And now the act of cultivating is giving us a second fertilization state. And that is because we're using the manure mod. I think the manure mod has found its way into the regular Giants mod hub, but it can definitely be found over at FSUK. That is a really awesome mod. The way it works, if you're not familiar, is the act of putting manure on the field gives you obviously one layer of fertilization. If you plow or cultivate a field that has manure on it, you will get a second level of fertilization via the act of simply plowing or cultivating. So that's like basically 2 for 1 as far as fertilization goes. So what lots of people do that use this mod is they will remember, I would have done this but I forgot all about it, is they will remember and they will put manure on very first thing. So a field that needs plowed, they will just put manure on it. Then they'll come through and plow the field. So basically they now have a field with 2 layers of fertilizer on it. And all they've done is basically plowed the field as far as field prep. They can then either come in with a no-till seeder that also fertilizes and seed, and presto, they have a 3-stage field ready to grow with maximum output, maximum harvest. Or they could come in with a cultivator, cultivate the field, and then come in with a seeder and seed the field and basically put fertilizer down at any of those states should the seeder not actually do fertilization. So if you've not played with the mod before, I encourage you to go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's very useful in seasons play because it helps you save money, especially if you already have cows that are already producing manure. If you have enough cows, then you can basically get two free stages of fertilization, simply doing field prep work and putting manure down beforehand. I should have thought about this because I wanted to use it, but I didn't think at the time that I was getting the equipment. Is I wanted to use the new Platinum DLC Star Cultiplow or Cultiplow, but I didn't think about it because that would have let us basically do plowing and cultivation in one pass. Now, of course, the Cultiplow I think is fairly small. I don't think it's but maybe 4 meters, maybe 5 meters in width. But if you can get by with only making one pass of the field, then you're working with can be smaller because you're just, you don't have to go over the field multiple times. Let's get this thing lined up. And as promised, we're going to have ourselves a quick little cultivation video montage. Alright guys, so one thing I've completely forgot about, is the fact that we need to sell some milk. I've not sold milk in quite a long time, so I suspect there's going to be a fair amount of milk in this tank up here. So let's go put the cultivator away for now, and I'll have to finish cultivating up off camera. just put this here for now. And look at this cool little detail. We got the air conditioner running. Yeah, the fan spinning here on this little building. This little accessory, but the auxiliary building associated with the farm. Not really a building that we can make use of, but still, it's a pretty cool building. Working air conditioning fan. Pretty neat. Let's run down to the dairy and pick up our truck. The POW truck should be down there with our milk tank on the back. Go down here and just check it out. I remember I'm in the UK, I gotta drive on the wrong side of the road. If not, I will catch grief. Sure for it. Alright. There is our truck. Park this here. Out. And let's go sell some milk. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, please consider clicking the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please think about subscribing. We do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Currently on Midtown, USA. We do a periodic and occasional Let's Play videos on our old map here, Churn Farm. We're just trying to finish out the first year of the 24-day seasons and play the map through a little bit of year 2. The whole idea with seasons is obviously you don't just churn on the map. You've got to, theoretically, you're working on the map with a purpose. And got a purpose. We had set goals for ourselves. We've met all of those goals. And now we are basically working on finishing out the full 24 days of seasons play. So that's 24 days of spring, 24 days of summer, and etc. for autumn and winter. Obviously in late winter we are almost done and ready to get into our second year of spring, which is bound to be great and exciting. Let's see how much milk we do have to sell. Okay, we only have 40,000 liters left. It's not too terrible bad. Looks like we had about 55,000 liters or so of milk saved up over the last few game days. No? Go ahead and turn around. Can't wait till Rockhead comes out with the tri-axle version of this truck. Going to make the AR pack on the truck look a little bit better. Right now it kind of overhangs the back. So anyway, also encourage you to check out the guys in my description. They are all parts of the 3 Dudes Media Network. They all put out wonderful, great content. It's all varying and different content, oftentimes from this. I do know that if you like 24 days and you're interested in that, Duck Zorley, as is Grizzly Bear Sims, are both doing 24-day seasons play. So you can see they're playing on different maps, different strategies, different play styles, and check them out. So we're going to finish selling our milk here. We're going to finish cultivating our fields, and we're going to cultivate all of our fields. I think I counted up, there's 14 of them. Let's see here, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so that's 10. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, so that's 20, that's 15. 21, 16, 31, and 34. 16, 7, so there are 18, we have 18 fields on this map. We've got 15 more fields to cultivate. Cultivated 3. The fields that we bought recently are pretty small fields compared to some of the other fields that we've got to work with. We're not cultivating our grass field. 2 grass fields, so we're not going to cultivate those, so we only really have 13 fields left. So that will keep us busy for plenty of time. So until next time, guys, happy farming.